Hello everyone. How are you? This is Kay. Good to see you again. Today is the 23rd of June 2024 and this is on Sunday. So today is a weekly forecast. I cover a couple of forex pairs and also gold. As one of the commodities, I will cover gold, and also I will cover US indices and also Bitcoin. And also I will also cover the fundamental news today. So yeah, let's see what's happening among the markets and also which market looks interesting to trade this coming week. Okay, so yeah, let me just get ready here quickly. I just finished the class GTS and I'm here to set up the live stream. So just hold on. Yeah, just speaking about some free topic today. Looks like the markets, in terms of the markets, they are quite active in the month of June. So hopefully you get some nice profits on some of the Swiss franc pairs and also JPY pairs. And some of the pairs broke the major resistance support and P wave. So I've seen lots of active markets this month. So yeah, and also usually in the month of July, the markets become quiet. So I think this is last week of the month of June. So hopefully you can also monitor closely this coming week and look for opportunities more actively. Okay, all right, so now I'm ready. So let me, oh, hold on, sorry, I just have to do one small thing over here. Okay, all right, so I'm ready now. So let me start the analysis. Okay, so now let me change the screen. Okay, so now I see comments. Let me quickly say hi to everyone and start the live stream. Hello, Photo, good to see you. And Vic, thanks for joining. Happy Sunday to you too. Thank you very much for joining. And YB, good to see you. Alexandru, good to see you too. And Ajay, thanks for joining. And Hinata, good to see you. And Ifiani, thanks for joining as well. And Ko, good to see you. And everyone else, thank you very much for joining, or thank you for watching the archive today. So today, I selected a few forex pairs that I think it's interesting. So let me cover those ones first. And in KTS Academy and GTS members, I cover every single market. And in this public analysis, I selected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs today to discuss. And first, I would like to cover Euro CAD. Euro CAD is interesting because it broke the ascending trend line as yellow line. This is a weekly time frame. Weekly shows ascending trend line bearish, and now it's about to break the Senko span B. So to me, this is now bearish in terms of the lower time frames. I mean, in terms of the weekly, still future Kumo's flat, Senko span B, Senko span A are both flat. Whenever I check the market direction, I check the 5 lines of Ichimoku. And in this bullish Kumo, the lower part is called Senko span B, upper part is called Senko span A. So I've seen that Senko span A, B are both flat at the moment. And the Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen are both flat also. And Chikou span touching. In terms of Ichimoku, in this situation, this is range in definition. However, in terms of the momentum, it's bearish. After the breakout of the trend line, the trend line was supported, has been supporting the market 3 times in the past, and last week broke it bearish. And also it's touching the Senko span B. So if the market breaks the Senko span B this week, this coming week, then I think the market continues bearish. So Euro CAD, I will look for selling opportunities than buying opportunities. And with that in mind, if you check the daily time frame also, you can see that the market broke the Kumo. It broke the Kumo on Thursday, and it's continuously bearish. There was also Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen dead cross, and also Chikou span breakout. So it's now coming down. Now, the support levels are close. One of the support levels is down here, 4581, and second stop loss, second support is 1.4544. So as the market reaches this support zone, I will just call it a support zone, then it may be supported and goes bullish. But since weekly is about to break the Senko span B and daily time frame already broke the Kumo, although it may range, I think it breaks bearish and goes down. So my view on Euro CAD is bearish in this perspective, and I'm monitoring closely on Euro CAD this coming week. Okay. All right, Sharif, good to see you. Thanks for joining. And also Bitcoin, good to see you. All right. Yes, I will cover gold today. Yes. All right. Bring it on. Good to see you. And Ichimoku Trader, good to see you too. Everyone, thanks for joining. So yeah, Euro CAD is bearish to me. So I look for selling opportunities. And also, I would like to cover Euro Pound as another pair today. Because Euro Pound last week, 2 weeks ago, it broke the support and there was a gap down on the week, between the week of the 3rd of June and 10th of June, there was a gap down, and now to me it's bearish. The price is simply below the Kumo, below the Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, and also Chikou span below the candles. So although last week was bullish bar, still this is called the inside bar. Inside is the previous candlestick's high and low has been engulfing the future candlestick. So in this inside bar structure, it's safer to wait for the breakout of the support of the inside, which is 0.8397. But before even it breaks, we can always sell because this is bearish to me in terms of Ichimoku. So with that, if I check the daily time frame, then the daily shows bearish. From Ichimoku perspective, Kumo has been coming down, and Senko span B is at the moment flat, but Senko span A angle is going down, and so that's why the Kumo is getting thicker and bigger. That shows the strong bearish momentum. And also Kijun-sen angle is at the moment bearish. And Chikou span has been below the candles. So to me it's bearish in the long term, right? But in the short term, the market may test the previous support, or it may come up to the Kijun-sen this week. So if that's the case, the best selling opportunity is when the market touches the previous support level or the Kijun-sen. Or you better wait for the market to come down a little bit after that, then sell. I always look for the trend confirmation. So if you follow my strategy, then when this happens, 4 hour, 1 hour, M30 may be down, then you can look for selling opportunity to sell. That's safer than simply jumping into the market just because the price comes up to close to the Kijun-sen or the previous support level. So that's really what's happening here. So again, this is inside bar within the weekly inside, and I think the price comes up at the moment, then being resisted and comes down eventually. So this is long-term view. So Euro Pound to me still is bearish. Okay. Hello everyone, good to see you again. Thanks for joining. I've seen lots of comments today also. So yeah, today I've selected a few pairs: Euro CAD, Euro Pound, Pound JPY, AUD USD, and AUD CAD. So let me talk about these markets first. Okay, so yeah, that's in this way, we usually on Sunday's weekly forecast, I cover only the weekly time frame. But in this way, I have more time to get deeper on each pair, even to the lower time frame, like the daily time frame, and spend more time on each pair. And I thought that's better on this Sunday's public live stream. And on Monday's membership live stream, I cover all the pairs. So yeah, I prefer, now I'm just, this is kind of experimenting to go towards more into in-depth analysis on each pair, then cover all the pairs quickly. So yeah, Euro Pound, I think it's interesting, so I selected today. It's ranging on the daily, but in terms of price action, but in terms of Ichimoku, it's bearish. So next one is the Pound JPY. So Pound JPY is also quite interesting market. That's why I selected, because in terms of Ichimoku, starting from the weekly time frame, I always start from the higher time frame and break it down to the lower time frames. So in terms of this weekly time frame, Kumo has been bullish. Both Senko Span B and Senko Span A are up, and Kijun Sen angle is up, Tenkan Sen angle is also up, and the Chikou span above the candles. So this market is also no doubt bullish market. And last week it has reached to 202, which is quite significant. But I think the trend continues on this one. And the reason is because of the daily time frame. The daily time frame shows that the market broke the resistance, but not only that, this was an inside and outside bar. So whenever I see the market, I look at the 5 lines, but also I closely pay attention to the candlestick patterns. So before it was ascending P wave, ascending triangle, and it broke bullish. But not only that, as I highlighted on the blue horizontal lines, here the upper line is 201.58 and lower line is 198.88, and these are actually the high and low of this blue bearish bar. So after the day, this day was on the 14th of June, on Friday, the market, this time the market marked high and low, and it covered all the previous and the future bars. And last Friday, at the fundamental news, it broke the market bullish. So it clearly closed above the outside and inside, and this is significant. I think this is the new start. I mean, this is the start of the new uptrend. So no doubt, Pound JPY, I continue to look for buying opportunities. And also, this bullish trend is healthy to follow because the Kumo is getting thicker and bigger. I think I told you a couple of days ago about the Kumo shape. Whenever you see the Kumo, you better focus on the Kumo shape also. And when it's getting thicker and bigger, that's an indication of the market is still bullish in the long term. Of course, along the way up, it may have some small retracements, but in the long term, it's bullish. So overall, Pound JPY is bullish, and I thought this is another interesting market to share today in this Sunday's public live stream. Yeah, the breakout was also significant. The previous resistance was again 201.58 or 59, and it broke 26 or 27 pips and closed. So this is not like a shallow breakout. This is more like a deep breakout. So I think the market takes off bullish from here. And also, if I just quickly check on the 1 hour time frame, I do also check the 1 hour time frame too. And 1 hour shows it's bullish also from Ichimoku's perspective. And at the moment, there was the most recent candlestick was a blue bearish bar. This is called the pin bar. If I just zoom in more, then I think you can see it more clearly. Like this. And I'm talking about this pin bar. Pin bar is the body, very tiny body, and long wick on one side. In this case, long wick upside, and the body became so small, so tiny. So this is called pin bar, and the pin bar shows the market reverse. I mean pin bar, and if the next bar becomes bearish and closes below the pin bar, that's a reversal signal. So let's say when the market opens tomorrow, Monday, and in the next few hours, if the market closes below the pin bar, then I think it goes down to the previous resistance, then finally consolidate and then goes up bullish again. So at the moment, I think this is a bit difficult or a bit risky to jump in the market from this 1 hour perspective. And that's one of the reasons. And second reason why I think it's risky to jump in the market is because of the Kumo shape. Again, previously mentioned, Kumo needs to be thicker and bigger. But if you look at the 1 hour Kumo, it's very thin and tiny. So together with the pin bar appeared on the last Friday as the market closes, I think the market closes below the pin bar next Monday when the market opens in the Asian session, then goes bearish, consolidate, and then finally goes bullish. So this is the lower time frame analysis that I usually do also whenever I select the best market to trade. So again, overall, weekly time frame shows bullish. So in the long term, it's bullish because simply it closed above the resistance. But on Monday, it may come down 25, 26 pips, then range, then goes up eventually. So this is what I mean by I see this bullish in the long term. I hope that makes sense from this multiple time frame analysis viewpoint. But yeah, again, this breakout of the resistance and inside-outside on the daily bar was significant. So I continue to look for buying opportunities on pound JPY. Okay, and the next one I selected today to really deeply analysis is AUD-USD. AUD-USD is within the P wave, and I think it's about to be bearish. If you look at the bigger picture, you can also draw the same line as mine, like this P wave. The resistances and the supports has been respected by the yellow trend lines. So the market is within the Kumo on the weekly time frame, but I think it comes down bearish. So what I'm waiting for is the breakout of 0.6574. Because it then breaks the Kumo and breaks the previous support level. And what's more, this is another reason based on the daily time frame. If you check on the daily time frame, there was a clear support level here from the 10th of June on Monday. The support level of 0.6574 has been quite significant. And this is, again, resisted by the P wave in weekly time frame. So that's why the resistance is a bit coming down slowly. So I think the market breaks bearish, or it may consolidate or range this week, but eventually I think the price breaks the support and goes down. And when that happens, the target is the support of the P wave. I think the market comes down to this area, so that's what I'm waiting for to sell. So that's AUD/USD. That's interesting market. I usually select the market that are trending to buy or sell, but when I see this market like this within the resistance of P wave, then I also look for some opportunities, because that way the stop loss will be smaller and we can expect more reward to the support of the P wave. And that's also effective strategy to trade. So that's AUD/USD. But the thing is that we can't really tell exactly when the market breaks the support. So I recommend everyone to monitor closely every day, or at least once in 2 days or 3 days, or you can put the alert below 0.6574, and when the alert triggers, you can come back this chart and look for selling opportunity. So that's AUD/USD market. Okay, so the last one I selected today is AUD/CAD. So again, on the weekly time frame, it shows the market has been resisted for the last 1 month or 2 months even on around 0.9114. So I can see that there is a strong resistance level here, as I see lots of wicks pointing up on the weekly time frame. And also there was a previous resistances here too on May last year. So overall market has been ranged, but before the market broke the P wave bullish, there was a trigger. This breakout was a trigger for the new bullish trend, but then seems like this resistance has been quite strong. So yeah, now this is ranging, but one thing I think that's significant is, again, inside and outside bar. On the weekly time frame, if I just highlight on the yellow horizontal line, here is a resistance of the inside and outside, and this one here is a support. Yeah, it's been engulfing bar based on the candlestick on that week of the 10th of June. So in this case, most likely the market keeps ranging between within the range until it breaks either direction. And last week was a pin bar and longer wick pointing up. So now the market sentiment is now bearish. And you can actually see that on the daily time frame. So let me check the daily time frame. So the daily time frame shows there was a bearish bullish bar, but it closed below the Kijun Sen last Friday, and Chikou span is now touching the candles. So this is now a bit bearish. So I think this week or this coming week, I think the market comes down to the support of the range. So in the short term, in the very short term, this is bearish. It's bearish. So the pips we can expect is not so much. The pips we can expect is 41, 42 pips only. So if you're not a scalper, or if you don't want to day trade or scalping trade, then I recommend you to wait for the breakout towards either direction. In this momentum, I think the market breaks the support and goes bearish. So AUD/CAD is one of the pairs that I think that's interesting because it's within, it's close to the resistance, and I want to share how I analyze this kind of market from in multiple time frames. Oh, by the way, the Kumo is bullish. This is again weekly time frame. And the Kumo's bullish, Senko span is up at the moment. However, to me, this is range. And Chikou span above candles, so you may think that this is bullish, but it's ranged because of the price action and also Kijun Sen being within the Kumo. So in this case, we cannot trust the Chikou span breakout and Kumo bullish trend. So this is really interesting market to really monitor the chart. So yeah, that was my analysis on ADCAD. So I have selected 5 pairs today to show you more deeply analysis on the lower time frame instead of covering all the pairs on the weekly time frame. So I hope you enjoyed it. So now let me cover gold and also US indices and also BTC USD, because I know some of you trade cryptos. So let me cover first gold, commodity and gold, XAU USD. Okay, so here's gold. Gold has been, to me, bearish as I draw this descending trend line. This is based on the daily descending trend line. And the price is now below the below the blue Tenkan-sen, and Kijun-sen is flat, Kumo flat. In this case, in Ichimoku theory, this is bearish. I think the price comes down to Kijun-sen. So that is a target in this momentum here. And with that in mind, if you look at the daily time frame, so daily time frame has been resisted by the descending trend line, 1, 2, and 3 touches. Here on last Thursday, there was a breakout, but then Friday came below the descending trend line. So this is still, the market has been respecting the descending trend line still. Yeah, and also this is another inside and outside, if you can see. If I can just highlight it. So here is an inside bar part. This on the day, the 7th of June, there was a huge bearish bar, and it actually creating inside and outside bar. So the breakout of this inside and outside will be significant. And this inside bar support is close to the major support, which is 2277.32. So once the market breaks that level, I think it goes down to 2210.3. So my view is bearish, and I continue to look for selling opportunities on gold at the moment. This is not a good market to buy from Ichimoku viewpoint at the moment. So I will continue to monitor chart and share the updates next week, next Sunday on this one. Okay, so now let me cover US indices. So let me cover, let me check. I go to index and I go to, let's see, NASDAQ. I think NASDAQ is becoming quite interesting because it's a bit reversing now. Again, starting from the weekly time frame, it's bullish. This one is bullish, as I mentioned for the last couple weeks. As Ichimoku, in terms of Ichimoku, Kumo, Senko span B up, Senko span A is also up, and Kijun-sen is up, Tenkan-sen is also bullish, and the Chikou span above the candles. Right, so in this case, no doubt it's bullish. 100% it's bullish. However, the last candlestick, last week was a pin bar. Again, the pin bar means there's a very tiny body and long wick on one side. So that means if this coming week closes below the pin bar, then the market most likely turns bearish. So, and also that's one of the reasons why I think the market started to retrace from here. And also second reason is that the market reached the round number of 20,000. So this is all-time high. And when it's all-time high, the market heads towards the round number or exact numbers. So once the market breaks, or breaks means once the market closes above 20,000, let's say this week or this coming weeks, then I think it goes up to 21,000. But because it has reached 20,000 and there was a pin bar last week, if this week closes below the pin bar, then I think it comes down to Tenkan-sen or Kijun-sen. So this may be the sign of the reverse. So I recommend you not to trade at the moment. This is not a good timing to buy in this perspective. Yeah, and also if you check on the daily time frame with that in mind, then daily now shows Kijun-sen, Kumo, Tenkan-sen, everything's flat. Kijun-sen angle is now flat. Senko span A is flat, Senko span B is flat. Kijun-sen angle is slightly bullish, but in this outside bar momentum, this is outside bar in the daily time frame. And if this outside bar breaks out bearish, this coming week, Monday or Tuesday, then I think it goes down to Tenkan-sen first. Then once it breaks Tenkan-sen, then I think it comes down to Kijun-sen on the daily time frame. Then this week will close below the weekly pin bar. So, or if the market will be supported by the Tenkan-sen and goes up, then that's a new sign of the bullish trend. So we will see which way the market bounces. And also, I just noticed that you can also draw the ascending trend line like this way. And the market may come down to the ascending trend line, which will be a deeper retracement, then goes bullish finally. But either way, in the short term, this coming week, I think the market retraces. So it may not be the best timing to buy unless you see another bullish momentum on the weekly or the daily time frames. So like this, I do use Ichimoku 5 lines, but I really look into the price action also in higher time frames to really select the best timing or the best market to trade in this way. So yeah, that was Nasdaq I selected today to share it to everyone. And finally, let me cover BTC USD because I know a lot of people trade Bitcoin. For me, I don't trade cryptos, but this is just for your information based on my analysis. So, like I mentioned last week, I think, BTC USD is now into range. The price is now, last week, closed on the Tenkan-sen, which is quite significant. Because if it closes, this coming week closes below the Tenkan-sen, like this, then most likely in the next few months will be bearish and the market comes down to Kijun-sen. Still overall, in the bigger picture, it's range. So in the short term, I think it's bearish. So this may not become the best timing to buy in that reason. The best timing to buy and hold will be when the market gets closer, more closer to Kijun-sen and buy at the bottom of the range, then keep holding to expect the price goes bullish continuously. Yeah, so that's the weekly analysis. And if I just share the daily time frame also, daily now shows it's bearish because, hold on, let me just cancel the lines. Okay, so daily time frames now becoming bearish from multiple reasons. One is you may have already noticed that there was a double top and the neckline breakout. In terms of double top, just because there is double top, it's not the indication of the reverse. Double top and the neckline breakout is an indication of the reverse. And it actually did break on 14th of June, Friday, last Friday. Then the market is now coming down bearish. So that's one of the reasons why I think it's bearish. And also last week on the 21st of June, the market broke the Kumo Senko span B bearish. And then Saturday and Sunday, today, it's been two small dojis. And again, this is another inside bar. So that means in terms of the daily perspective, if the market breaks this inside bar bearish, which is 63,315, Then I think it goes down. This means that it breaks the Tenkan-sen on the weekly, as we saw earlier. It breaks the Tenkan-sen on the weekly, then the price comes down all the way to the weekly Kijun-sen. So weekly Kijun-sen is on over here on 56.16. So the price may come down all the way to that price level. So in this perspective, this is not the best timing to buy. I mean, I don't really see any sign of the bullish trend yet. So if I were to buy on this market, I would wait for, first of all, the Kumo breakout. And also, because Kumo breakout will be also after the neckline, the double top neckline breakout bullish. And I think it's safer to buy at the moment. But now, above the Kumo is really thick. So I think either way, the market takes a few days or even few weeks for this thick Kumo to break bullish, unless there is any kind of like fundamental news related. I think the price will be more bearish momentum here now. So yeah, that was BTC USD analysis. Okay, so now let me cover news. This is towards the end of the month of June. So always, whenever you check the charts, or even before you take entries, you better always check the news. Because the news can affect the market, and one single news can change the whole direction of the market. So it's always better to check the news. So here's the news website, and let me zoom in so that you can see more details in case you access from the phone or tablet. Okay, I think now you can see more clearly. Okay, I think like this is good. Okay, so oops, hold on, let me just delete this ads. Okay. So so I will select the calendar and click on this week and click apply. Then we get the whole news. So Monday 24th, we have only one big news, which is BOC, Bank of Canada's Governor Macklem speech. And Tuesday 25th, we have a CPI in Canada, which can impact the market huge. So watch out on this one Tuesday. And Wednesday 26th, we have a monthly CPI in Australia and bank stress test info in the US. And Thursday 27th, we have GDP annualized in the US. I don't think this will impact the market, but just in case, you better watch out. And also, technically Friday morning, in Japan, there will be a CPI report, and also retail sales in Germany, and GDP in UK, and core personal consumption expenditures in the US. This can impact the market huge, so we have to watch out. So overall, this coming week, we better watch out on the on monthly CPI in Australia, and CPI also in Canada on Tuesday, and Wednesday monthly CPI in Australia, and also on Friday. On Fridays, GDP in UK, and also personal consumption expenditures in the US. So that covered the whole topics for today. So again, thank you very much for joining today's live stream, everyone. I hope you're having a great weekend so far, and getting ready to trade this coming week. The markets are still active, so I think this is still good timing to look for some opportunities. Okay, so now let me check some comments until the end of the live today. All right. Hello, CSM. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. And Charles, good to see you from Ghana. Thanks for joining. And Bitcoin, you're welcome. All right, gang, good to see you too. Thanks for joining. Okay. Sharif says, is it possible to trade only with Ichimoku excluding the other indicators? Yes, it's possible. Yes, definitely. You better use the candlestick patterns, but Ichimoku with candlesticks, it works the best. You don't need any other indicators to use. Okay. EuroJPY, yeah, let me do quickly on the weekly analysis. EuroJPY is bullish also, as the other JPY pairs. So I'm still looking for buying opportunities on this one. Yeah, basically the other JPY pairs are bullish, but today I closely analyzed Pound JPY because I thought this is one of the most significant market to monitor closely today. I mean this coming week. Okay, Gan says, hello, if Kijun Sen is up, Senko Span A is up, and Tenkan Sen, Senko Span B flat, Chikou Span above candle, is it better to enter or stay away? When Kijun Sen up, Senko Span A up, Senko Span B, Tenkan Sen flat, Chikou Span above candles, seems like it's bullish. I think it's a bullish market as long as I read the comment. But yeah, I better check the screenshot. But if you have been following my teachings and my live streams, then you get the idea of what it means by trend, what it means by range. Yeah. So yeah, that's another one. That's nice. Yeah, I really feel that the Euro Pound is now bearish. Although future Kumo's flat, Senko Span AB flat, and Kijun Sen flat on the weekly time frame, to me it's bearish. So we will see. Once it start to go bearish, I think Euro Pound is going to be one of the best markets to trade. Okay, let me check some other comments now. Let's see. Okay, Yap says, hello Kay, what is your opinion using the currency strength chart as one of the edge for entering the trades? I don't recommend you to trade based on the currency strength chart because it can change in the next 5 minutes. So it's not reliable. It's not reliable to trade. I mean, simply if you only check the strength chart to execute the trades, it may not be effective. Let's say at this moment, USD orange is bullish, JPY blue is bearish, but in the next moment, USD may be bearish, and JPY may be bullish also, and the market may retrace. And it may continue to trace. So it's always better to check the charts with Ichimoku and the candlesticks and decide which one to trade. Yeah, I only use the currency strength chart as extra confirmation, but I don't use this as a main tool to enter or exit trades. But maybe you can draw the lines, like you can draw the how do you say? Oops, hold on. You can draw the lines. Sorry, where it's going? Okay, you can draw the lines like a trend lines. Let's say if it's on USD, for example, then you can maybe draw the lines like this trend line on USD/JPY and or any USD pairs. Then once this currency reaches the support of the trend line in terms of the strength chart, you can look to buy on some of the USD pairs, for example. Or when the strength becomes to the resistance, then this currency, right, may start to go down, start to be weaker. So you can look for some selling opportunities on one of the USD pairs. for example. In this way, you can trade by the string chart only maybe, but even so, I recommend you to check the charts with Ichimoku and the candlesticks. Just give you an idea of how you can logically use it. If I were to use only the string chart to trade, I would think like that, and I will backtest it, and I will create some new strategies based on that. Yeah, just give an idea like that. Okay, let me check some other comments. Ichimoku Trader says, when you use forecast lines in big time frame, when price above the forecast line and need confirmation with Ichimoku for uptrend in big time frame, or just move the price above the forecast line is enough. You better always check the Ichimoku for the bullish or bearish confirmations. Yeah, the forecast lines are very effective to see whether the market is still bullish or not, or bearish or not. And forecast lines sometimes works as the resistance or support, or the trend lines. So it's quite effective when you see that, when you see the markets being respecting the forecast lines. Yeah, basically it's better to use the Ichimoku 5 lines to trade. And based on that, you add, let's say, the strength chart, you add the forecast lines. So Ichimoku and price action as a base, you cannot take them away. Okay, Lady Crypto, good to see you. And Sandeep, thanks for joining as well. Good to see you too. Okay. Sandeep says, how much minimum money required for Forex trading to trade? Minimum amount of the trading is, I would say, the money that it's okay to lose is, I think, minimum money you can trade. In terms of the number of how much, then I would say $1,000 is minimum. But as I mentioned earlier, or I have the videos, you have to always have two wallets, and one wallet to live, and one wallet to trade. And you never want to mix it together. Never touch on the money to live. Let's say if you have to pay the rent, or if you have to pay some expenses this month, never use that money to trade. Psychologically, it will be very difficult. And once it doesn't really work, then psychologically it becomes very difficult to continue trading. So always have two separate wallets in your account. Okay, Nifty chart. Sunil says, please analyze Nifty. All right, Nifty chart, let me see. Index, Nifty. And yeah, it's still bullish. Looks like it closed above the pin bar and also above the previous candlestick. So yeah, Nifty chart is continuously bullish to me on this weekly time frame. Okay, let me see. Matt says, your thoughts on KH50 and silver. Okay, let me get the silver, as I think I see other requests on this silver. So here's silver chart XAG USD, and it's bullish still. The market is still being supported by the ascending trend line, and the price above the Tenkan Sen and Chikou span above the candles. So I think this bullish in the wave continues. So yeah, silver to me it's bullish. Okay, let me see. Ko says, thank you, Mr. K. Akira Nakai is in Malaysia now building 6 RWBs. Wow, he's busy. Owner's dream come true, but my dream is still far away. Yeah, I wish you can buy one of the cars. Yeah, I love RWB also. Yeah, it's a great custom car. Yes. Okay, let me cover a few more comments and then I finish the live stream. All right, let's see. Yes, I covered Nifty already. I covered Bitcoin already. Yeah, Shams, you're welcome. Okay, Lady Crypto, good to see you also. Thank you for joining as well. Yes, Chairman says, hi Kay, is there any relevance of the positions of the cloud in relation to the price? Position of the cloud in relation to the price. Yes, there is a relationship between where the price is right now and the Kumo cloud. You can actually check some videos or previous live stream archives as I talk a lot about relationship between the price and the Kumo. And the Kumo shape is also really important. As I mentioned today, whenever the Kumo thin, that means it's overbought. When the Kumo is thick, that means it's more stable trends. So if that's what you're asking, then that's my answer to that. Okay. All right. Yeah, Costa, thank you very much for your comment and reminding the like button. So yeah, if you liked it, the live stream, please press the like button before you leave. That would be great. And also please subscribe my YouTube channel. That will be also great. So yeah, today I covered a few Forex pairs on my watch list. I covered Euro CAD and Euro Pound, Pound JPY, and AUD/USD. And also, sorry, let me cancel the comment, and AUD CAD. I didn't cover all the pairs because I wanted to cover more details on specific pairs. And I think I continue this way from now on. And on Mondays, weekly forecast for the members, the KTS members and GTS members, I cover all the markets. And I cover all the gold and US indices, including Dow Jones and S&P and Bitcoin and the news, and also time cycles on some stock markets as well I've selected. So yeah, thank you very much again, everyone. I hope we have the rest of the great weekend and hope to see you soon again. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you very much.